workday and thought I would hop on and talk about a quote that I put on my Facebook wall earlier from Dr. Hanscom, in which he basically says that he tells his patients not to talk about their pain with their family, with their spouse, in groups, or whatever, because when you talk about your pain, it causes inflammation, and that inflammation then causes more pain. So he's speaking from a very medical perspective. He's a medical doctor. He's a spine surgeon who stopped. He stopped performing spine surgeries when he realized that they were very unlikely to help people. And in some cases, he was able to help people, and maybe he helped more than others, but he realized that chronic pain especially wasn't usually caused by a structural issue in the spine anyway. So he wrote a book called Back in Control. He's got a new book out now. And so that quote really means that when you talk about your chronic pain or your anxiety with people around you and you frame it in a negative light, it becomes complaining. And complaining causes inflammation because your mind sees the complaint as whatever you're complaining about as a threat. So then the threat amplifies whatever it is you're complaining about. It just makes it bigger. It makes it a bigger threat. So if, for example, I was talking about the fire ants outside in the yard and the fire ants and how they bite and they hurt, my mind is going to see fire ants as a bigger threat. And even on an unconscious level, when I go outside and I walk around, there's going to be a little bit more tension around fire ants. It's going to be a little more fear. So I might get some pain. I might get some anxiety about fire ants. I might start to worry about fire ants biting my toes. So if I don't talk about the fire ants at all, and I'm just like nature is nature, and I go outside and I walk around, or I go out and do breath work like I did this morning, and I'm just kind of neutral and calm about it, then it's unlikely my mind is going to see anything in that environment as a threat. It may see it as a threat later, but it's not going to give me that extra pain or anxiety as a protection. So that's what Dr. Hanscom is talking about here. And hello, folks. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you've heard of Dr. David Hanscom, but he was one of the authors that helped me on my recovery from chronic pain. And one of his recommendations is recommended by every expert in the field, including myself. I'm a professional chronic pain, anxiety, depression, panic coach. So I do not recommend talking about your pain to anybody. And I got a lot of blowback on Facebook. A lot of people, oh, that's so toxic. You shouldn't repress your feelings. I'm not saying to repress your feelings. Let your feelings feel your feelings. You don't need to vomit your feelings on people, but feel them. If you're angry, feel that anger. Call it what it is. I'm feeling angry. I'm angry. I'm mad. Get mad. Shout, scream, whatever you want. You don't have to attack people. You feel it yourself. You own it, right? So that's different than complaining and saying, oh, I got anxiety and oh, it's so bad, or my chronic pain is ruining my life. That kind of talk makes it worse. But feel your feelings. Dr. Hanscom wants you to feel your feelings. There was one of his videos on YouTube here where this guy broke his back like 3 or 4 times and fell off a horse, and he was going to go in for another surgery. He was on maximum opioids, right? Dr. Hanscom said, all right, I'll do the surgery, but not until you do part 1 of my plan, which is journaling. You journal your emotions. You journal it out. You say everything you want to say. Every curse word in the book, you could curse people. You can just write anything you want, unrestricted. Anything goes on that paper. But here's the key. You rip it up, you throw it away. If you're angry at somebody, you hate somebody, you write it all out. You're whatever. But you don't throw it at them. You don't spew it at them. You don't even send it to them. They don't need to know because it's gone. Because once you release it, it's gone. You write it down, you rip it up, and it's over. So I'm here to help you with nervous system regulation and somatic healing on your recovery journey. I've got a lot of other health related videos. So check out my channel, Healing Wolf Coaching. Please subscribe. I'm almost at 500, trying to get up to the point where I can reach a lot more people, not for personal gain, but because I went through hell and nobody should have to go through what I went through. And yes, I do see clients. Most of the clients do not come through my socials, but rather from referrals from other clients, from people who have already worked with me in some capacity and seen how quickly I can help get them better because I use rapid resolution therapy. I use pain reprocessing therapy techniques. I use a lot of stuff that I learned on my journey of chronic pain. And I was bedbound for a year. I had gastritis, ER, panic attacks, you name it. I went through it, POTS, arrhythmia, insomnia. It was really hell, but I came through it. And I'm here to encourage you and tell you that you can do the same thing. And if you're not on a recovery journey from anxiety or panic and you just want to transform your mind, you don't even have chronic pain, but you just want to have a transformed mind, I'm here for you too. I continue to challenge myself. In fact, yesterday I was at Hollywood Studios at Disney and I rode a ride called Tower of Terror. So I put myself in situations where maybe I'll feel and experience fear and experience intense sensations. I do 72-hour fasts. I do a lot of different things which challenge my system and build resilience and build my mindset so I can embrace life with courage and calm and curiosity, which is how I'm entering the weekend. The weekend, who knows what the weekend will bring? Hopefully, it'll be a real adventure and there'll be lots of amazing experiences. I plan on being very present, whether I jump in the ocean a little later, go for a hike in the woods, hang out with friends. I'm cultivating presence. I have a mind that's been transformed into a level of presence which I never had before my chronic pain. So yes, I feel some gratitude around that. If you want to learn more about me, head to healingwolfcoaching.com, subscribe to the channel. I've got new videos coming out all the time, and I'm here for you. If you have any questions, reach out to me, drop a comment, let me know what I can address for you. And find some joy in your weekend, find some joy in your life. Every single day we're here. It's a blessing. We can thank God we're here. We can praise the sun for bringing us this energy, and we can keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.